Hey, Grishard here with Grishard Games. I'm gonna go through Planetside 2 tutorial. I've had a lot of people ask me about it, asking me about Planetside 2, I've been streaming a lot recently, as people that, watch my stream have noticed, I'm sure. I normally play on Vanu Waterson, but I'm gonna go ahead and just create a new character just because there's a few different things. I'm gonna go ahead and make another Vanu. Now, server selection. Your server matters, because if you don't select the same server as your friends, you won't be able to play with them. I recommend giving them your region and the server name, so there's no confusion as to which one you're playing on. I normally play on Waterson. Let's go to Connery. And then there's the really basic character selection. There's not a whole lot to it. It's, as you can see, that's all of it. I'm going to go ahead and use Grishard64 for my name, because I can't use Grishard because it's already on my other account. I'm going to skip the tutorial. I don't advise you skipping the tutorial, but it's just him talking a lot, and I don't want to fight with that. I just did a video where I was trying to do it with him talking, but he talks too much, and I don't want to fight over him talking. So we're going to go over the post-tutorial basics here. Alright, here's the map. These green spots are places where you can deploy. They're usually high combat areas. We're just going to go ahead and deploy at the warp gate here. You cannot attack enemy warp gates. They can't even come in here. Now, after you finish your tutorial, you're going to get this screen. And it's going to ask you, like, what kind of combat, close range, high damage to, we'll say vehicles, high damage, specialization, submit. It says that I should be a heavy assault trooper. Pick different. If you want something else, pick something else. I strongly recommend going with the medic, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Now, we're going to go ahead and switch to a medic. And now, as you can see, I'm a medic on another server. But down here, my combat medic certs, which I'll talk about in a little bit, they're all empty, besides the basic ones you start with. Okay, so you'll walk out. This is the main spot in the world. You can also come back here in these little terminals we passed. Walk up to it and push E. You can go to VR training. And VR training is a place where everything's unlocked. All the weapons, all the upgrades, all the vehicles. There's no limit on anything. It's all free, and it's so you can test stuff. See, there's other players here testing stuff. The way you tell if somebody's on your team is if they have that blue above their head. If they have the blue above their head, then on your team. See, like this guy, he's a friendly. Down here, he doesn't have it. If I mouse over him and push Q, it spots him, so other players can see him.
Nearby. Spotted a hostile engineer.
And if you shoot a friendly, hear that noise, that printer noise, it means you're shooting a friendly and you need to stop. But if you shoot somebody on the other team, it doesn't do anything. Headshots do more damage, so go for headshots. Alright, now for certifications and stuff, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about certifications and all that kind of stuff. This is your certification window. You'll get certifications for experience. You get one certification for every 250 experience. We're going to look at the combat medic stuff certifications. What you can do is, like, say when you get 10 certification points, you can upgrade your combat medic to heal faster. It gives you the percentages. I'm not going to read all this off for you, but that's what certifications are for. It's kind of like your skills, how you can upgrade your character. And you can get to everything on the screen. Just push previous. I can see all the classes, all the vehicles, and then there's squad leader abilities that let you do different squad leader things, like put down spawn beacons and stuff like that. I strongly recommend starting off as a combat medic because, alright, we're going to use something called instant action. Push the I key, and see at the top where it says instant action, it's going to instantly deploy me on a battlefield somewhere. I'm probably going to die as soon as I land, because sometimes it doesn't put you in very good locations. Alright, here we go. It's going to drop me out in a drop pod. It didn't put me in a drop. Okay, there it is. Just a little bit of a bug. Push M on the map. This is where I'm at. The enemy owns it. We're purple, so we only own the purple ones. All those blue, those are all allies. And see, it dropped me in a bad spot. It shows you who killed you, who assisted, what they used. You can see their upgrades. So if you notice a gun that you get killed by a lot, you can kind of look at it and see what your faction's comparable one is. Down here, if I had done anything, it would mention all the stuff I did, but I didn't do anything. I just dropped in and died. So now, what do I do now? I'm dead. Well, there's all these green locations. These are places where I can spawn. And you can always spawn at your warp gate. The warp gates rotate. Sometimes your warp gate will be up there, sometimes it'll be over there. It depends on which continent you're on. Anyway, these little truck-looking things here are called Sunderers, and you'll hear people call them Sundies for short, because it's just easier to say Sundy than say Sunderer every time. Like enemy Sundy, you know, friendly Sundy over here, rolling in a friendly Sundy, stuff like that. So anyway, we want to spawn someplace where, okay, see how when I mouse over here, watch this box down here in the bottom right. See how it says 6436, and it's got the enemies and allies? That means there's between 25 and 48 enemies and allies, but the population is 64% enemy because blue, the new conglomerate, is attacking. See here how it has 3 different colors? That means there's one Terran Republic guy in there too. Maybe 2. 6%, it's hard to tell. It doesn't give you exact numbers, but I'd guess there's 1. So you can look around, you can see where the action is. No action there, a little bit of action there, but you know, it's kind of in our favor. So this is an easier fight, so we're going to go here because we're defending. So we're going to redeploy there. And it'll spawn you in a spawn area, which are typically protected by green shields, which you can walk in and out of. You can shoot out of these, they cannot shoot into these. So when you're in here, you're protected. There's always a little equipment screen there where you can select a different, you know, select your stuff, whatever you want. I like medic, and the reason I like medic is because, alright, I'm new, I don't know what to do. I'm going to mouse wheel up and pull out my medic gun. Look on your map in the bottom left-hand corner. They currently own Alpha, which is over there. Alright, well, I don't know how to get to Alpha. Let's look around for a guy. There's nobody here. There's not a lot of people here. Alright, so this is a bad place to, you know, teach you how to do what I'm going to show you how to do. So push U, and we're going to redeploy. And what that does is it's essentially a suicide. But it takes 10 seconds, so you can't just redeploy, you know, if somebody was trying to kill you. So we're going to go... see how I can't spawn up here anymore? It's because I'm too far away since I selected down there.
Rise to the moment you can prevail.
This looks like it'll be nice and active, so we'll go.
Hey, revive people.
People can talk in proximity, so you're going to hear other people talking. It's just local proximity chat. Alright, so I'm going to be a medic. I don't know what I'm doing, so the little X's are dead friendlies. So let's sprint over here. And get some resin. I just rezzed him, he's rezzing him. Alright.
I'll get you fixed up.
I'll get my gun back out. There's a guy up there. Now, so we're going to push Q, spot him for your allies. Since we don't really know where we're going, we're going to just kind of hang out, and we're going to heal people. Because as a medic, you don't really know where to go, or as a new player, you don't really know where to go. So, see, I killed him, but when he killed me, he had that much life left. This guy wants to resurrect me. Accept. Heal him, you know, heal him. And, alright, let's follow the crew. This is why you want to start off as a medic. Because you don't know what you're doing.
The enemy has taken the facility.
But these guys hopefully at least have an idea what they're doing, so you can follow them around, give them reses, give them heals. We're outnumbered here, so this is kind of a bad example, but you're not always going to be in a winning fight. The big orange one is where we died at. So we'll go over here. It's a little hectic, like, it's a little confusing at first because there's so much going on. But it's best to be a medic and just follow the flow. Follow the flow of people. Okay, he's a light assault, we can't follow him, but we can follow this guy, and we can follow this other guy coming with us. People like to be around medics too. Just follow them, you know? Maybe they don't know where they're going, maybe they do. But you don't know where you're going, and they're all going towards the same place. Here's the point, we own the point. Looks like, Looks like they're just kind of patrolling around, looking for everybody, making sure it's all good. So a lot of people over here, and this is just kind of what you do as a medic. Just follow everybody around, just listen. You'll probably get a random invite to a squad. Just go ahead and accept it, and just kind of listen to everybody. Listen to how they talk. You know, there will be some people that aren't very appropriate and stuff, but you'll learn just by being around other people. See, there's a tank down there. We'll spot it.
Stay alert,
We're
man.
here.
ID'd in the area.
So now it's flagged, and down on the map, it's flagged on the map for everybody. For I think it's around 30 seconds it flags it for. So see, he just shot some rockets at it. We flagged it, so they're shooting at it.
Take some ammunition.
Am I behind you guys?
Somebody needs heals. You'll hear help. You know, I need a medic. And the little triangle, they'll have a health bar. If you can see a health bar, they need healing. But since none of these guys have health bars, I can heal them.
Let
but
me heal you.
It doesn't do anything. See that circle? That circle will fill up if they actually need healing, and when it's done, it'll be full, and then you can stop and go to somebody else. But there's not a lot going on here, but like I said, just find a group of people and follow it. And then once you do start to get some certs, we haven't gotten any yet, but once you do start to get some certs, push M to open up your map, open up your certification screen. I recommend going to Medic, going to your combat tool, and certing this all the way out. It's a lot of cert points, but you'll get a lot more cert points from being a medic that you can then expand to other things. Because the weapons you start with aren't that great, but as a medic, you don't have a cooldown, you don't have ammo, none of that stuff with this gun. You can just run around and heal people. So that's why I started as a medic, because I didn't know what I was doing. I could go with the flow, I could follow everybody, learn what cap points are, learn strategies, learn vehicles, all that stuff. A few other basic things is like, that's a vehicle terminal, those are equipment terminals. This one only has 1 point alpha, some places have more than one. Up here in the corner, you can see the territory control. We own 62%. World population online right now, we only have 26 of the total amongst all 3 continents. Esamir population, which is just this continent, is 36, 33, 30. So it's pretty even population. Let's go to Amrish. See, Amrish, we have 14% of the population, they have 50, and they have 35. But they have 15% more population, but look at the territory control. They have a lot more territory. So population doesn't mean everything, but it's usually a go-to for a lot of people. And then let's go to Indar. Indar, us and them have about the same territory. The population's about the same. There's these 3 different continents. You can go to any of them. If you want to redeploy to one of them, just push redeploy, just like before. It'll take 10 seconds. And then over here, scroll to the bottom, and you see your Esamir, your Amrish, and your Indar warp gate. And it will drop you at that warp gate if you go to Amrish. On Esamir, it'll drop you down here. There's other spawns though, since we're already on Esamir, and then on Indar, it'll drop you down here. And like I said, they rotate. We don't always have the southeast on Indar, or the same place in the other planets. They actually just rotated them today. It keeps it a little bit fresh. And you can select your different spawn over here if you want to spawn as like I was a medic, but I want to spawn as a heavy assault, and I want to go to Indar, so I'll go over here and I'll go to Indar Eastern Warp Gate, and it'll drop me there, and I hit deploy, and it'll ask you, are you sure you want to go to a different continent? If you don't turn it off, I turned it off just because I'm sure. And now we are on Indar, and since we're already alive. But if you push U and redeploy, which you almost always want to redeploy once you go to a new continent, just because walking out here would take way too long, and kill-death ratio doesn't really matter in this game, so we just redeployed. Those are all the different places we can go. We can go to those 2 there, or the closer ones. Since these are high combat areas, that's why we can go there. And it looks like somebody's requested defense here. I don't know why, because we don't own it. That might just be an outdated marker. And there's also an offensive request, but nobody has one down. Let's see, do they have one on another planet? No, nobody's using the markers. Alright, well, there's also an offensive request. It doesn't look like they use them on this server. We use them a lot on the server I play on Waterson. But yeah, it'll look like that, but it'll have a little bullseye target, and that means where they're requesting reinforcements there. Offensive reinforcements. This is requesting defensive reinforcements. You can only see them for your faction. And that's about it. That's the basic. Just, you know, social, you can add squad, you can auto join a squad. Outfit is like a guild, friends, your friends list, voice and chat, lets you toggle the sound of people near you, so if somebody's annoying, you can just turn it off and you don't have to listen to them anymore. Notifications, this is where like friends requests and stuff will be. Video, if you want to stream on Twitch or record videos, you know, put stuff on YouTube, this is a good place for all that. And then here's the shop, like the cash shop. You can be a member and, you know, pay and you get more experience and more resources and stuff. I don't subscribe, I just play for free. Here you can, you know, change your loadouts and stuff. And then this is just like your basic profile, you know, your daily stuff, your overall stuff, your membership status. You get better bonuses for being a member longer and all that fun stuff. But this certification screen, this is the most important. It's where you spend, and don't spend all your stuff there. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna spend, you know, 2 on that for him, and I'm gonna go down here on the max, and I'm gonna spend 2 there, and I'm gonna go on the light assault, and I'm gonna spend. You need to pick one, and I strongly suggest picking the medic, because in the long run, you'll get more from being a medic or an engineer, because engineers, you know, you can drop ammo and repair and stuff. They're helpful too, and you don't have to be up front. But I recommend being either a medic or an engineer, and read the stuff, read the, you know, they don't have a lot of options on their stuff, but like, for your suit slot, like, read one, pick it, and stick with it. Don't change, because if you change it a bunch, you can only have one of these equipped at a time. If you go back and look at the loadout screen, which is this one, your suit slot, you have 6, but you can only have 1 equipped at a time. Your, oh, there's only 1 knife. But like your grenade, you know, you only have 1 type. Your ability, you can only have 1 ability. Like, you need to pick, oh, I'm on heavy assault, that's why. I didn't recognize them, it's because I play a medic. Like, you need to pick 1 suit slot, 1 ability, and you need to max it out and get it so it's the best. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, why am I dying all the time? Well, it's because you don't have your stuff all maxed out and you're just everywhere. You don't want to be a jack of all trades. It's not good to be a jack of all trades in Planetside. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I know it's not super detailed or anything, but I just want to do just a basic rundown besides the tutorial that they give you. So there you go. I play on Waterson. My name's Grisher. If you want to friend me, go for it. There's a link down below. If you do start playing, please use it because it does help me out. I get recruitment benefits and stuff. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Planetside. Hit me up on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Grishard. If there's something you like or didn't like, let me know in the comments. See you guys later. Bye.